All right, we are at SHOT Show 2026. This is Gun Club Radio and Armed Atlas, and today we're at the Canik booth with a Radian employee. I know this guy, but this is confusing. Why are we at a Canik booth talking to a Radian employee? And that's because this is here. Brian, what is this?
This is the Prime Radian. So this is our first ever fully collaborative pistol that we did with Canik. Started out as the Prime, which was the handgun of the year just last year. And of course that was before we added any Radian product to it. So we shortened the slide just a little bit so you could get that flush compensator look that everybody loves. It's got our afterburner ramjet obviously, and then our backstrap and magazine well there on the grip module. Just a beautiful handgun. Like I said, it's an excellent host to start with. Putting our parts on it just takes it to the next level.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I have a Prime. They sent me a Prime to review, and I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I thought it was wonderful. It was a great experience. But one of the things that people had to say, they're like, hey, there was a question. Like, how effective is that compensator?
Yeah.
I thought it did some work.
Sure.
But I also have quite a few Radian products in my house.
No, you do.
And those things are just crazy effective.
Yeah.
And so I think people who have been spoiled by Radian products wanted that out of the original, which this thing was crazy good.
Yeah.
Very aggressive, just kind of a gun out of the future, but for a really good price. Really. I think it was like sub 600.
Right.
This has, in my estimation, over $500 in Radian furniture on it. How are we going to keep this thing under $1,000?
I got it. Are you ready for this?
How? Talk to me.
MSRP is $899.99. It's going to come fully built like this without the optic. We are going to offer two separate color ways. This is the Prime Gray with the bronze highlights. That is our all black. And then it will also be offered with and without this Onyx C, which is a new optic that Canik released here at the show. So again, without the optic, $899.99. Map is like $850. So you're gonna see this for mid-8s, fully built, ready to go.
Yeah, and I think that was the real frustration when I talk about Radian products. I said, man, that's so expensive. You might as well, just buy a more expensive gun. Which, no, you shouldn't. You should buy the gun and get. People are gonna think I'm a Radian show.
Your words. Your words.
Here's the thing. I'm genuinely excited about this. I saw Canik was dropping something. I'm like, Canik's dropping something here. Okay, whatever. I love Canik, but like, okay, it's a new gun.
Yeah.
This is crazy. This might be the most exciting thing at SHOT Show, and that's all I have to say. I'm trying to think of are there any downsides? And the Canik Prime was almost perfect, but it needed a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more.
Yeah. With our afterburner ramjet, we're still finalizing our recoil reduction testing before we go public with a real number, but it's looking like it's going to be right there with the rest of the family in that high 30s to low 40% recoil reduction.
Radian is really, really crazy about the QC process.
Yes, sir.
How are you, as a guy who represents the brand well, making sure that everything about, no one's going to come back and be like, Radian didn't give me the best product possible. Canik didn't give me the best. I guess I'm sure.
Well, that's why we're so excited to work with Canik, is because of how agile they are, how committed they were to this project, and how ready they were to collaborate and work on this shared vision that we had. With that, they were willing to make sure that these guns came out with the quality standards that Radian customers do expect, and we've been super happy with them. We've been working very closely with them in terms of machining processes and again sharing the design process with them. It's been just a pleasure. They've been a terrific partner.
That's great. Well, I know the Prime was U.S. factory. Are we doing that the same with this? I mean, we got to keep the cost down, right?
Yes, sir. However, this guy's coming out of Canik USA in Miami.
Canik USA in Miami.
Yes, sir.
So it's Florida man the gun.
Yep.
And I'm here for it. Guys, I have nothing else to say. Shut up and take my money. All right, guys. Peace.